I can help many more people by making videos instead of, because I can like buy one person's art and maybe I'll help one person, but I think through education I can help so many more.
Noe is one of the most successful NFT artists, photographers in the space. He's sold over 90 individual pieces to collectors from all over the world.
Already?
He has been an NFT advocate and has established himself in the community with over 150,000 followers on socials. And through a successful YouTube channel, he shares his experience in the space. He's a proud member of the Bored Ape fam, and his personal collection includes Omniforce, Animeras, and Sheer Light pieces. I would like to welcome him on the show and ask him one crucial question. Why are you not verified yet?
Oh, I think Twitter has like this very strict verifications. Like you need to have like at least 3 news articles written about you within like 6 months or something like that.
Okay, so we're getting there. We've got one interview today, so that's not bad. My first question is, if you would like to share with the community your origin story and how you got into photography in the first place.
Well, I've actually been taking pictures since I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I always had like a little camera with me. And then when I was a student, I'd always have like those Kodak disposable cameras. Like I used them all through high school. But when I entered the university, I kind of forgot about that because I just wanted to focus on studying and pretty much nothing else. And when I graduated and moved abroad, I picked up the camera again, mostly to do video, but I also do pictures on the side. And from there, I just kept going, basically.
Okay. And when did you first get involved like in the crypto space or NFTs? And how has this journey been for you?
Well, actually, I found out about it last year, but I was too busy because I was working on like my book. Okay. So I didn't get on it until like February when the whole Beeple news happened. Yeah. And I knew if I didn't start that I was gonna be like too late because everybody like FOMO's in. So I'm glad I started when I started. And first it started with the art, and then it started going to the coins and just learning about blockchain and everything. So yeah, like now I'm like believe in everything. Right? I'm skeptical still of like certain things, but like I'm very much invested in it.
Yeah, I know you have a very successful YouTube channel where you help artists break in the space and you do all these tutorials and stuff. How did you came about like thinking to create that channel? What was the inspiration behind creating that channel?
Well, I is like actually my like 3rd or 4th YouTube channel because it's my 3rd YouTube channel. I had one about life in Korea, and I still have one about. I made a new one about photography to like separate things. Okay. I haven't been very active lately because I've been focusing on NFTs, but I made like a NFT video for photographers, and it was very popular. And then I made like a few more on the photography channel. But then I started getting more like crypto and NFT people into it, and I wanted to keep like photography and like NFT stuff separate. So I made like the new channel for like NFTs because right now there's like a lot of crypto channels, but there aren't really any by artists, for artists, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff about like NFT collectibles, but it's mostly from like investors' point of view and not so much like, okay, I'm an artist, here's what you should do. And here's what can help you out, this kind of stuff. So I thought I'd put it out there,
Yeah, but you're doing a great job because as I told you like is one of your YouTube videos that actually, you know, got me interested in the space, and I wanted to learn more. So you're the first kind of person I've seen talk about NFTs. So yeah, congratulations on that.
I thought
Yes.
I can help many more people by making videos instead of because I can like buy one person's art and maybe I'll help one person, but
Yeah.
I think through education I can help so many more at the same time rather than just like one at a time.
Yeah, that's so true. So is there an NFT project that you would like to own? I know you own a few, but is there anything else that you've got your eye on it, or?
I wish I had a Doge pound. I had one. I bought them at 0.4. I sold it at 1.25, and now they're like 3. So kind of bad one.
So you made a bad call there.
Well, at the time it was a good call because it went back to like 0.5 and it stayed there for a while. But then like I checked the price like a few days ago and it's already 3. I'm like, oh no, what happened?
Okay. Are you working on any new projects at the moment? Because I know most of your work is sold out.
Yes, I'm always working on them at night, but I try not to put out too much stuff at the same time. Like when I first started, I put one out every time I sold one, but now it's more like maybe I'll do a few pieces here and there and try to make them more scarce. I want to be sure that they're almost always sold out so that when someone is able to buy one, they're like, it's very meaningful to them.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's kind of hard because I'm on many platforms and I was trying my best not to be on too many platforms, but at the same time, I don't want to just abandon the people who bought my works on earlier platforms like OpenSea. So I'm trying to utilize them all so they can keep going.
You said in one of your YouTube videos that you've made more friends this past few months than you made in the last 10 years. If you want to tell us about that.
No, I just made so many connections all at once, like just through Discord and Twitter Spaces, and just talking to people, like people who want to talk to me, especially.
Yeah.
And I've been doing photography for like many years. I've been doing social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Facebook pages, pretty much everything. And it doesn't amount to like all the connections and friends I've made like these past 6 months. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So what would you say is your secret to be successful in the NFT community?
You just have to be very active, I think, because when people sell an NFT, most of the time it's because they want to support the artist, like they got to know them, they know what they're all about, and it might not be like, oh yeah, I love their work, but like it's just like, oh, I want to support this person so they can keep creating. So yeah, there are artists that make like really just mind-blowing pieces of work.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the smaller artists that I know, like they made their first piece just by hanging out, being in Discord and Tumblr, and Twitter, and just talking to people. And then someone's like, yeah, like, I want to support this person, so I'll buy their work. And I think that's the way. And if you can combine it with really awesome work, even better.
Yeah, that's true. That always helps, doesn't it? So I personally admire your work, and I really love all your photography and all the pieces you've made. If I could share my screen and we could go through a few of your artwork. If you could talk a bit about this collection.
Well, I wanted to make one of like the night cities in Asia, because I'm all about pretty much night photography, mostly rain photography, but I'm saving the rainy theme for another drop. But pretty much I am about night photography, and I like to show people places that they would have never seen, on their own, probably. So I like to walk around. I like take pictures of things that people just didn't know existed.
Yeah.
And show it to them. I mean, of course, I edit this one a little bit, but most of them are just like photography.
Is this a part of your book?
Oh, these are NFT books I made. So the idea behind it is that I would sell a PDF book for NFT collectors only. Like there's 10 pictures in it, and the pictures have never been seen by anyone else except by the people that buy the NFT book. And each book comes with like a story of how I took it and what it's all about. So I want to do more of those in the future. I just wanted to be creative with my photography. Like, what can I do stand out like that?
Yeah. So whoever collects one of your 10 pieces will only be allowed to get the book. Is this how it's going to work?
Yeah, like, well, they get the file and they can read the book online, but it also comes with like the large size PNGs so that they can make prints if they want.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I really like these pieces.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I've got like your 3 of your pieces that you've collaborated with a few other artists in the space.
No, I do lots of collabs because, like, you know, everybody wants to collab with like the big artists.
Yeah.
But that's probably never gonna happen, you know. So it's better if you like collab with like people you know or like people you like and just other artists that you can vibe with, or kind of, I want to say like kind of at your level more or less. And that way, like other collectors can like, their collectors can learn about you and your collectors can learn about them. And that's why I do a lot of collaborations, kind of like cast a wider net so like people can learn about you and about them.
Yeah. So like with this one, what did you do? Because I know it's like you do photography, right? Or do you do other types of art as well?
Well, when it comes to artists, usually I take the pictures of the locations and they'll use them in their pictures or they'll paint over them. So actually like the background is actually one of my photos.
Okay.
But they painted over it.
That's so cool.
So it's like one way that photographers can collab with the others.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like this one, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, I like this one very much.
Okay, so this is one of your pieces that is the only piece that you have available for sale. Is that correct?
Well, actually, it sold out this morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I saw the bid. I saw like someone made an offer on it yesterday, I think yesterday. And I thought, can you imagine by the time we record the episode, it's sold. So this is not available either.
No.
Okay,
well,
all right.
Yeah, like I started on OpenSeas, and I have a lot of people who bought my pieces from OpenSeas, and like I don't want them to be like forgotten about. I want to do stealth drops. Like I add to the collection, but I don't tell anybody. And if someone's like lucky enough to stumble upon it, and it's available,
that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's so cool actually.
I'll take the rightmost edge.
Pop it in while you think of the name and the description.
Oh, I already know.
Okay.
Shadow Moon Valley. Yeah,
What is it called?
Shadow Moon Valley.
Shadow Moon Valley. Wow, that's so beautiful. I wasn't expecting that.
It's from World of Warcraft because I used to play it. So it just reminds me of that for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, there's not too many people there, just peaceful. Well, not that peaceful, but it's out there. you know.
Okay, so peaceful land with normal people.
No people. I'm not really a people person so much. Even though I'm all over social media, like I just prefer to hang out and sit back and relax and do what I do.
So it's more like a desert world.
It's
Is
kind
it?
of like a night world, and that's just basically the night, 24/7. And yeah, I guess it could be kind of urban. I like urban environments, but there's no people there.
Is there like lights at least, like neon lights or something?
Oh yeah, they turn on by themselves.
Wow. Okay. So we know you like boba tea, but what we don't know is your favorite food.
It's Korean food. It's cheese takgalbi. It's
Okay.
basically grilled chicken with cheese
Oh,
and
wow.
some kind of rice and spices. It's pretty good.
So, do you have a favorite manga or anime? Like,
Manga, probably Berserk.
okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's done yet, but I always liked kind of like dystopian, like Akira, that kind of animation, like very cyberpunk and very tech and futuristic, like that. So usually I like those kind of things.
Okay, cool. And you have one quote in your intro, like your YouTube intro video, that says, Noealz tells the story of life through the eyes of his camera, a portal into another dimension. So can you tell us a bit about this dimension? I know it's a hard question, but how do you view this?
It's just the way I take my pictures is kind of like what I want to show people. Like maybe what I mentioned earlier, how I like to show people things that they didn't know existed. So like they're there, you just don't know they're there, or like you don't know about these places around the world. So I just like to show people cool stuff, basically. Yeah, when people ask me about my photography, they want to be very artsy, and you know what I mean, like artsy fartsy. But I'm more about, I just think it looks really cool, and I wanted to show others. And I know that's not a very romantic thing to say. Like most of the artists, like on Twitter, they're like they hold their emotions on their sleeves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They'll tell you like what they're feeling and what they're trying to convey and everything that they want to do. And I'm more like, oh, it looked really good. I want to show others, you know. I know many photographers are like all about the feelings, but I'm more about it looks good, you know. I like it.
But your photography does bring out a lot of feelings, and I think you've understood that from how the NFT community reacted to your photography. And and the NFT community is mostly, okay, there is collectors, but it is mostly artists. So it's definitely, the emotions are definitely there. We are definitely feeling them.
I think I don't like telling people how to feel or how to interpret something. I kind of want them to see it and take it the way they want to take it. That's why I don't usually tell people like, yeah, this or that. So that's just my take on it.
Okay. So thank you, Noe, for joining me today and Human Behind the Token. We really love your photography and your artwork, and it was really a pleasure having you today on the show.
No, pleasure is mine. Sorry if I'm a little sleepy. You know, I work all day, and at night I just kind of pass out.
Thank you for fitting us in.
No problem.